What if I told you that the secret to playing like LeBron isn't just in the gym, but on your plate? Most basketball players focus on training, but without the right nutrition, they're leaving points on the court. The difference between average and elite? Fueling your body like a champion. In this video, we're breaking down the ultimate nutrition plan. What to eat before, during, and after the game to keep you faster, stronger, and unstoppable. Let's dive in. The secret pre-game meal that changed a rookie's career. It was June 12, 2019, and Jake Reynolds, a 19-year-old basketball rookie, was about to play the biggest game of his life. The college scouts were in the crowd, and a scholarship was on the line. He had trained hard, perfected his shots, and studied his opponents. But there was one thing he ignored: his pre-game fuel. That morning, Jake woke up excited but nervous. He grabbed a fast food burger and soda, thinking it would keep him full. His teammate, Marcus, saw him eating and shook his head. "Bro, you're gonna crash by halftime. You need real energy." Jake laughed it off. "It's just food, man." But as the game started, Jake felt sluggish. His legs felt heavy, his shots were off, and by the second quarter, he was out of breath. Meanwhile, Marcus was dominating the court, fast, strong, and unstoppable. At halftime, Jake finally asked, "What do you eat before games?" Marcus grinned. "A solid meal. Grilled chicken, brown rice, and a banana. Carbs for energy, protein for strength, and water to stay fresh." Determined to fix his mistake, Jake changed his diet before the next game. Oatmeal and eggs for breakfast, chicken and quinoa for lunch, and lots of water. The result? He played his best game ever, minus 23 points, 10 assists, and a game-winning steal. Months later, he got a scholarship, and it all started with the right meal. Champions fuel like champions. What's your go-to pre-game meal? Drop it in the comments. The in-game fuel that saved a star player. December 5, 2021, the championship game was tied, and Jordan Carter, the star point guard, was feeling unstoppable. He had already scored 15 points in the first half, but something felt off. His legs were heavy, and his vision blurred for a split second. He wiped sweat from his forehead and tried to shake it off. By the third quarter, his energy had crashed. His shots fell short, his defense slowed, and his coach noticed. "Jordan, you're drained. What did you eat during the break?" "Just water," Jordan admitted, breathing hard. His teammate Derek handed him an energy gel and a sports drink. "You need fast carbs and electrolytes, man. Trust me." With no choice, Jordan downed the gel and took sips of the drink. Within minutes, he felt a surge of energy. His movements sharpened, and in the final quarter, he came back stronger than ever, stealing the ball, sinking a three-pointer, and leading his team to victory. After the game, the coach patted his back. "Lesson learned." Jordan nodded. Fueling during the game is just as important as training for it. Never let fatigue steal your game. What's your favorite in-game snack? Comment below. The recovery secret that saved a player's season. March 18, 2022. The buzzer sounded, and Ethan Walker collapsed onto the bench. He had just finished playing 42 minutes, scoring 28 points, and leading his team to a hard-fought win. But while his teammates celebrated, Ethan sat there, exhausted. His legs felt like bricks, and his muscles ached. "Bro, why do you always look dead after games?" his teammate Ryan asked, chugging a protein shake. Ethan shrugged. "I just drink water and crash at home." Ryan shook his head. "That's why you're always sore the next day. You need protein to rebuild, carbs to refuel, and hydration to recover. Watch me." Ryan grabbed a banana, a protein shake, and some chocolate milk. Carbs replace energy, protein repairs muscles, and chocolate milk, best recovery drink ever. Skeptical but desperate, Ethan followed Ryan's lead. The next morning, something shocking happened. No soreness, no fatigue, just fresh legs and energy. From that day on, Ethan never skipped his post-game recovery. By the end of the season, he was faster, stronger, and injury-free. The game doesn't end at the buzzer. Recovery makes or breaks your next performance. What's your go-to recovery meal? Drop it in the comments. The diet change that turned a bench warmer into a star. July 10, 2020. For 2 years, Chris Evans sat on the bench, watching his teammates dominate. No matter how hard he trained, he lacked speed, endurance, and strength. Frustrated, he asked his coach, "Why am I not improving?" Coach sighed. "Chris, training isn't your problem, your diet is. You eat junk, skip meals, and don't fuel your body like an athlete. Determined to change, Chris met with a sports nutritionist. The advice: a balanced diet of 55% carbs, 25% protein, and 20% healthy fats. Breakfast: oatmeal with berries and eggs for energy. Lunch: grilled chicken, brown rice and veggies for strength. Snacks: nuts and Greek yogurt for muscle repair. Dinner: salmon, quinoa and greens for recovery. Hydration: 4 liters of water daily to prevent fatigue. Within 3 months, everything changed. Chris was faster, stronger, and outlasting everyone on the court. By the next season, he was a starter, dropping 20 points per game. Champions are built in the kitchen. What's your daily nutrition routine? Drop it in the comments. The hydration mistake that almost ended a career. August 22, 2021. The gym was packed. Darren Lewis, a rising high school star, was playing in the biggest tournament of his life. By the third quarter, he had already scored 18 points, but something was wrong. His legs felt weak, his head pounded, and suddenly, his vision blurred. Seconds later, he collapsed on the court. The crowd gasped. His coach rushed over. "Darren, when was the last time you drank water?" This morning," Darren mumbled. Coach shook his head. "You're dehydrated. No water, no electrolytes. Your body is shutting down." After IV fluids and electrolytes, Darren recovered, but the lesson stuck. From that day on, he followed the pro athlete hydration rule. At least 3 to 4 liters of water daily, electrolytes after intense workouts, coconut water or sports drinks for quick recovery. His nutritionist also introduced him to key supplements: whey protein for muscle repair, creatine for explosive energy, omega-3s for joint and brain health, vitamin D and magnesium for bone strength. With the right hydration and supplements, Darren never collapsed again. In fact, he became stronger, faster, and more dominant than ever. You don't lose games from skill, you lose them from fatigue. Stay hydrated, stay unstoppable. What's your go-to-game drink? Drop it in the comments. The secret behind elite performance. April 15, 2023. The championship game was on the line. Jason Miller, once an average player, was now dominating the court, fast, strong, and full of energy. He played all 4 quarters without slowing down, while his opponents gasped for breath. What changed? His fuel. Months ago, Jason was always tired, slow, and sore after games. But then he learned the pro formula for peak performance. Pre-game fuel. Carbs plus protein plus hydration equals long-lasting energy. In-game nutrition. Electrolytes plus fast carbs equals stay sharp and explosive. Post-game recovery. Protein plus carbs plus hydration equals faster muscle repair. Daily nutrition. Balanced meals plus 3-4 liters water equals stronger, faster body. Supplements. Whey, creatine, omega-3s equals next level endurance. By following this, Jason transformed into a top scorer, injury-free, and always one step ahead. Champions don't just train hard, they fuel smart. Want a full meal plan? Comment fuel up below. Every great player trains hard, but the real game changer, fueling your body like a champion. Whether it's pre-game energy, in-game stamina, post-game recovery, daily nutrition, or hydration, every bite and sip impacts your performance. Eat right, play stronger, recover smarter, last longer. Hydrate well, dominate effortlessly. Your body is your greatest weapon. Are you fueling it right? From nutrition hacks to hydration and supplements, master your body with elite conditioning gives you the ultimate guide to staying faster, stronger, and unstoppable. The difference between good and great isn't just skill. It's how you fuel your body. So what's your game day routine? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more pro-level meal plans, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.